Alright guys, what's going on? My name is Christian and welcome to another video. Before I get into the video, as always, can we hit 100 likes? That would be absolutely amazing. And definitely leave a comment in the comment section below. Reading your guys' comments is honestly the best part of my day. So today's story takes place in the summer between my sophomore and my junior year. So not that long ago. In fact, obviously just the last summer because I'm a junior now. And yeah, so anyway, me and about, I want to say 9 other guys, kind of my sort of in general group of friends, decided to go to town to go to this bowling alley, right? This bowling alley, by the way, was the one everyone went to. It was just kind of the popular one, and we had just enough guys to have 2 bowling lanes, 5 on each. I think you can have up to 6, I have no idea, but we had 10 guys, and so we had 5 on each side, and we ended up getting 2 bowling alleys, right? And this kind of bowling alley was pretty cool because you had to like go into this basement area, and it was like actually underground. This entire bowling arena, it had neon lights, kind of dark, but enough to where you can obviously see perfectly fine. But yeah, music blaring all the time, which, as some of you guys know, I'm not a big fan of like blaring music, but it was whatever. We were just having fun with friends. And so yeah, but anyway, like I said, we rent all of our shoes. We ended up getting 2 bowling alleys, like all the way on the end, because we just kind of didn't want to be by anybody, and the place wasn't packed on this night. In fact, there wasn't even a lot of people, because I think it was like a Wednesday night, which I understand it was during the summer, but there still just wasn't a lot of people there. And so we went to the 2 on the end, and we just got to bowling. So about 2 frames in, me and my friend are kind of just sitting there, and he nudges me and he's like, dude, check that out to the right. And I'm like, what's going on? And so I kind of just look over, and there's this girl and this guy, and they're kind of just acting weird. Like, she's all up on the guy, like she's literally like sitting on his lap. And then there's a third guy with it, well, not a third guy, but a second guy, which was like the third person with them, and he was bowling while this girl was just kind of sitting on his lap. And so we continue to look, and then after a while we kind of nudge our other friends, and we're like, guys, all right, kind of like nonchalantly, like sort of look over there, and just they're like basically having like dry sex in the middle of this bowling alley, right? So they're like going hard. She's like grinding all up on him and like making out with him and stuff. And I don't know, we just kind of looked at this for about like a few minutes, and we were just like, all right, whatever. And we kind of went back to bowling. And so me being like the curious person I am, I continued to look, right? So I like looked over, and I saw him pull something out of his pocket, and I'm like, dude. We'll call my friend at the time Jack. I don't know, that's just the name I always use. But I was like, Jack, dude, he's like pulling something out of his pocket. And he's like, yeah, I'm watching the same thing as you. And then he pulls out this little vial and puts something onto his finger, right? And then he puts it up to his nose and just snorts it in. And so me and my friend are like, wait, did that dude just do cocaine? And my friend's like, yeah, I think he did. And so he even puts a little bit on the girl's finger too, and then she does it as well. And then this other guy that's with them, I think, is just bowling for their turn. So they're just sitting there, and the third guy, or nope, the second guy, that's just not working for me, but the second guy is just continuing to bowl while they're pretty much just snorting cocaine. And let me just say, like, when they snorted it, like, it's exactly how you see in the movie. So they're like all like exaggerating about the like blowing it in, and or sucking it in with their nose and everything. It's really weird. Like, it was, I don't know, it was kind of cool to see. But these 2 people were just going ham. And after a while, me and my friends are like, all right, is this girl like a hooker? Like, we still don't know to this day. Like, who knows? And we've brought up this story before. In fact, the only reason I'm telling this story is because I was in a Xbox party with these guys, and we kind of remembered it. But yeah, so anyway, about 30 minutes go by, and they're pretty much done grinding on each other at this point, and they're actually getting to bowling themselves. And this girl comes up, and she picks up like a 15 ball. Like, I don't know if it stands for pounds, but like the ball that said 15, and she can barely pick it up, right? She's like doing this weird thing where she's like holding it between her legs and like doing this weird ass like penguin waddle up to the lane. And she just chucks it in the air, and it hits the ceiling, right? But it's got those weird white old tile ceilings, so it didn't really damage anything. It just made it go up and then down. And then it just smashes onto the lane. And I don't know how it didn't leave a crack, but she just threw that bitch in the air, and then it went down the thing, and she got like 2 pins, and she was like freaking out, and she was like, fuck you, dude, I did better than you. And I don't know like what she was on, obviously cocaine, but I don't know, she was just acting crazy. And the reason we could see all this is because they were literally in the lane right next to the 2 lanes we had, and so we're all just cracking up. Like, we're all going from bowling to just looking at these people and observing what they're doing. And so I want to say about 10 minutes later, she gets another ball and she throws it, except this time it lands in the gutter and literally makes the gutter like sink down, and this ball is just stuck in this gutter. So she, being the blasted dumb bitch that she was, walks onto the alley and is like slipping, right? And so this lane is like super slippery, you know, they put the oil on it, and she just knocks back and nails her head on the thing, right? So as she was waddling, she just slips and falls, and we literally broke into laughter. I don't know if they noticed, but we laughed our asses off, because that was, it was totally hilarious. Like, if you were there to see it, and this, like, you know, like how drunk people, when they do stupid stuff, it's funny? This was like the equivalent, except we assumed she was on cocaine. So yeah, but anyway, then the guy goes out there, and he's actually smart, and he walks down the gutter, which is sinking even more now that they're on it, and he picks up the girl, and he's like, are you okay, and stuff like that, and we're all still just cracking up. He picks her up and kind of helps her along, and then the other guy's standing at the end of the lane, and he gets her other shoulder, and they're like kind of helping her up, and then he literally just carries her up the stairs, and the both of them leave right in the middle of the game. I don't even know if they took their rental shoes off. I guess I didn't pay attention, but I don't know if they did. But yeah, so anyway, that was the time we went to the bowling alley and saw a couple of people high on cocaine. And that's literally the only experience I've ever had with cocaine. But anyway, guys, if you did enjoy this video, hit that like button, like I said, leave a comment. Thank you so much for watching. Subscribe if you want more of this content. I love you so much. I will talk to you later, and peace.